day. So, your name, business, and your social media handles.
So my name personally, I like to go by Chai. My business name is Adorehersole. On Instagram, obviously it's Adorehersole. Our business Facebook page, you can find that at Adorehersole1, and Soul is spelled SOLE. So like I said, on Facebook business page, it's Adorehersole1. On Instagram, Adorehersole. On Twitter, Adorehersole. So the crazy part about it, the name really came from I was really supposed to start this as a whole shoe boutique. So the name came from it because I have a love for shoes, sneakers, anything that goes on the feet. Your girl loves it. So it really was supposed to be a shoe boutique. But in the process of me going about it, it kind of was like a delayed process was kind of really getting into, wholesale people that actually sold shoes in the beginning stages of how many shoes you need and where you're going to put all them shoes at. So I said, in the process of me trying to figure that out, let me, go into the little accessories. So really, like I said, the name came from because we were supposed to be a shoe boutique. So that's where Soul comes from, which is spelled SOLE.
Okay. Now, how long have you been in this field?
So I've been in business since 2018, but I really say for a lot of people coming up, or even people just getting started, really that 2018, that first year mark, that ain't nothing jumping, ain't nothing popping, ain't nothing moving. So I really can say like the last year I really been trying to put in that footwork, trying to put in that groundwork, and really can say the last year is really me trying to embark on new levels with my business.
Yeah. Now, what brought you to this field? How did you know, okay, this is what I want to do? Or tell me a little bit about that aha moment.
It ain't know what it was supposed to do. Ain't know I was supposed to be in it. Ain't know none of that. Like I said, this was really something that it kind of was like a personal kind of pleasure, a personal kind of interest that I really had for shoes. It was just for real. Like I looked at it, like I said, that first year was really just on some like hobby stuff. Hey, I like where you got that from. Can you get it for me? Oh yeah, I get it for you, no charge, nothing extra. You just pay me what it costs or whatever the case may be, and I get it. Then you get into those things where then you keep coming across a lot of people asking you what you got on, where you get it from, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, in the back of my head, okay, this can really kind of move to something. Still not thinking nothing of it, but this can kind of move to something. So in my mind, I'm still telling myself it's still just pleasure. It's still just fun for me. It's nothing where I'm literally about to say, I want to turn this into a business, because I'm not thinking at the time. I'm just thinking, hey, people give me a compliment, I'm going to let them know where they got it from, because I hate for a female to say, oh, my God, I like your outfit.
Yeah.
And then they don't want to tell you where they got it from. Like, you shady. Just tell me where you got the shoes from. It's not that serious. It's never that serious.
It's not.
So, like I said, that's really kind of, I wouldn't say it was something I knew, I visioned, or nothing like that.
Well, look, if you're not working, we'll do pre-quarantine and quarantine. What would be a typical day for you? Maybe hobbies or your guilty pleasures?
So from pre-quarantine to quarantine, the favorite hobby, the pleasure is food. I love snacks. I love to eat. Anybody gonna see it, your girl loves the snacks. I love my Oreos. So really, like, I can eat all day and chill in the house. But a typical day, prior to the quarantine, definitely just, my regular 9 to 5, because I do work a 9 to 5. So that's, your everyday Monday through Friday, kind of hustle. Plus, when you get off your 9 to 5, I'm a mother. I got a son who's 2 years old. That's 365. So that come in the mix all day. So in the midst of that, dealing with him and just, trying to figure out how I can fit time for my business after all of that is completed, which sometimes definitely, you kind of lose track of time, or you really don't feel like you got enough time to kind of push that in there. But now since this quarantine, it's like it's been a whole switch, like a whole flip the script. Like I never had this much time on my hands to really be like, dang, let me sit down and map this out, or let me see how I can, revamp this, or, tweak this over here, to see and give it a different look for my people to see if they like it or not. I never really had that much time on my hands. So like right now, it's like my creative mind is just like going. Like I can really sit here and map stuff out. I can sit here and have time with my son. I can sit here and be on YouTube, writing the whole food recipe down. Like you can sit here and do so much stuff with your time right now. And, at first it was like, damn, I can't wait for them to let them gates up. Like, I'm ready to go. But now I'm looking at it like, dang, this is a blessing because I'm about to come out of here learning a lot of new stuff about myself, learning some new stuff with my business, like learning so much that if I didn't have this sit your ass down moment, then it wouldn't have came about. It wouldn't have came about at all.
Absolutely. It's a blessing in disguise. It's been a hard reset pretty much for everyone.
Yes. But I feel like a lot of people really, been adjusting and really, you're really seeing a lot of people boom out of nowhere, like stuff that you ain't think they was doing because they so tied up in their regular life. Like, damn, you do that? Like, I wouldn't even have known it. I wouldn't have known it at all. So it's definitely, I think it's dope as hell, despite, the uncertainties, especially when it's coming with people with, they financial stuff. Like, that's definitely, the heartbreak of it. But on the flip side, like I said, it's really bringing out some dope creators and dope vibes, like all the way around the border. So I think that's pretty dope.
Now, what is your pet peeve?
I like to call them, well, we like to call them clout chasers. I like to call them D-riders. But I feel like that is the worst thing. That's the worst person that you can have around your circle. Mrs. Me Too, I'm going to do it because you doing it, and that's the only reason why I'm going to do it, but I ain't got no passion for it, ain't got no drive for it, but I just see it because you doing it. Yeah, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get the same results as you. I think that's the worst thing to be around, and I just feel like it's almost like when we go on the internet, that's what we see. Mrs. Me Too. Oh, I see her wear that. Oh, I can fit that like that because that Instagram put it on. But then when you come in, it's reality. When that outfit come in, it damn sure don't feel like it. It damn sure don't feel like it. You know what I mean? So it really bothers me because I think everybody can be dope once you just figure out your own lane. Once you get your own lane and once you figure out what's meant for you and how you want to present it, I think it's dope just to go from there and just shoot that joint off. Just take flight from there. But because you see somebody else and you just saying, yeah, I'm going to do that because X, Y, and Z doing it, I just think that's corny as hell. Yeah. It's really corny. So it gets under my little skin, try to keep them out the circle a little bit.
Well, keep your circle nice and close and knit. Now, when Ty wakes up in the morning and she's not feeling it, who puts your cape back on? Like for the days where you don't mentally just have it at all?
I would really say my first and foremost, I'm going to look at my son. And that's going to be my always, my get up and go find a different way. My get up just to get up and be like, yo, I got somebody to feed. I got to figure this out. But in the midst of that, really when you get really into this social media stuff, not just for social media, but you find so much support within this social media upbringing. Like, I can go to Facebook and say, damn, y'all, I just can't really figure this out. Like, I'm willing to bet it all off, or I'm just willing to drop out. And you'll get mad feedback from people on your Facebook that you ain't never met in your daily life. Like, nah, girl, you know what I mean? You got this. I see your drive. I see your hustle. I see where you're trying to go with it. Just tweak it and figure out a different way, but don't stop. And it's like it works like that when I go on Facebook. It works like that when I go on Instagram. It's just those social media people that you never meet that's going to put that battery in your back sometime when your mind just going so much that it's like, damn, I just needed to hear from somebody else. And you know what? Today ain't going to be the day that I give that up, or today ain't going to be the day I fail. I just got to figure out a different way to do it.
Yeah.
Different way. So I think that's just hella dope for real. Really low key.
Now, what inspires you?
Fashion, music, the Richmond area itself, seeing so much great Black excellence. Like, I feel like when I came here, like, I really got to see Black folks really doing shit that's epic. Like, really doing shit that's outside of the box, doing stuff that's different. So, like, really the surrounding area and people with that hustle, that drive, it's like, oh, yeah, you definitely need your music to get those little tunes going in your head. It's like, yeah, okay. And then, like, fashion, like I said, it's always been something that's been, has been an interest of mine. So anything involving accessories, clothes, the culture, depending on what style you're going for, it all ties into me, my brand, and my background.
Yes. Now, who is your biggest influence?
My biggest influence, I would have to say, is my mom. Definitely gonna have to give it up to my mama. My mom, Dukes. You know me, I seen her go, you know, always go mode at the end of the day as a single mom, you know, still trying to figure it out for, you know, how she gonna do this for her three. But, you know, you also sometimes, unfortunately, people get so driven and, you know, get caught up in their life that sometimes, you know, they hit a downfall. You know, they hit a downfall and not knowing that you looking at them to see how they gonna come out that downfall, but to see, you know, you hit rock bottom. You at rock bottom from somebody that I'm used to seeing at top, but now, you know, it's at rock bottom to see her keep climbing and climbing to overcome that and to bring herself up. I think at the end of the day, all time, I could just look at my mom and be like, damn, you know, that's someone I gotta keep going because she showed me at the end of the day, no matter you can get your whole life taken away, you still can come back and build and build and build and build and still be great at it at the end of the day. So I definitely would say that's my biggest influence.
Yeah.
For real.
What is your why?
My why always, you know, I know I'm probably gonna talk about my kids throughout this, but at the end of the day, I feel like my why is always gonna be my son, but the deep why is always gonna be my home. Like I come from a small town in, you know, Danbury, Connecticut. So like, you know, you rarely see, you know, us of color or us of our generation really doing stuff that's outside of the box. Yeah, you know, we had the hair salons, the barbershops, you know, the here and there, food, food businesses open and close, but it never was something to the T. I can't really say like, damn, I know 5 Black-owned businesses back there that's still booming. So for me, that why is like, I look back home, even though I may not live there, my why is like, damn, I want to look back home and I want folks to see me like, damn, she moved, but she still know where she come from. And that why was why I'm, you know, really striving to get great, striving to be better because I didn't see it until I came here. I didn't see it until I came to Richmond that, damn, we as Black Americans or, you know, just the community itself can just do more than a work a 9 to 5. You can do that and some. You can do your 9 to 5 and rock out with your own hustle that later on can really become the bombest shit ever. But my why at the end of the day when I look, it's like, ain't nobody doing it at home. Ain't nobody doing it at home. So my why is going to be how I figure this out. So when I go home or when I see people, I can tell them why this came about. And even if it's a little information I got, why you can go get it too. Yeah. I may not be all the way here. You know what I mean? I'm still on the ground working. I'm still a field worker. But I feel like that why is opening up my eyes to move, to see something different that I wasn't used to the norm at home. I could have easily came here and did the same work that I've been doing, but I did that and some. So that's always going to be my why. My hometown is different. It's small, you know, but it gives you that, yeah, I got to get something different.
Let me see. If you weren't in this field, what field would that be? Maybe your dreams as a child.
I said I wanted to be a preschool teacher. I ain't even got no patience to sit down to be no preschool elementary teacher. So I don't even know where that came about because I don't even want to sit down myself. So me to try to tell somebody else child and try to figure out how they want to sit down, I don't even know how that came about. But that was what I wanted to do. You know, I love working with people. I've been in the mental health field for going on 6 years. So I guess it's kind of a flip reverse or, you know, kind of a shift in between that human services field. But when I was growing up, I definitely wanted to be a teacher, working with the little ones. But, you know, we got a little shift going on. Definitely.
Let me see. We all have our social media business handles, but what would your friends say about you that you don't share on those platforms?
One thing they're going to say is I'm very determined. You know, I really kind of like to play back the social media. Like I was telling one of my friends earlier, I was like, hey, girl, you know, I'm about to go live. You already know I don't even do all that stuff. but just come on the live. I can talk with you all day, but to be with the camera and all this, it's a little different.
Yeah.
But she's like, girl, you got this. You already killing shit, and it was just like, damn, no matter how many nervous butterflies I got in me, it's that drive, it's that determination. You know what I mean? And they see that grind that I'm really trying to go hard. So I definitely would say, all of that, they gonna preach the same thing about me. Definitely.
Okay, now if you could give advice to your younger self, maybe 10 years ago, what would that be?
Go do it. However you gonna do it, go do it. I feel like I had a golden opportunity back then a while ago. Like I said, coming from a small town, a lot of stuff that you really would see, like you have easy access to, like in Atlanta or like bigger cities with like, hair extensions, stuff like that. It's kind of already big. It's already booming. And I was like the girl that, I'm making sure I go to the salon every 2 weeks to get my sew-ins. I'm getting a color, ain't nobody getting. I'm getting a cut, ain't nobody getting. I'm talking about I'm going the whole 9 yards, and I feel like I had that golden opportunity. I was already in connections with a vendor. I had already made them steps. But in my mind, like I was telling you, won't nobody doing that, Like I said, won't nobody selling no bundles. Won't nobody had no shop with selling no bundles. Won't nobody making none of that stuff. So I didn't see it. I didn't understand it. I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Was what my mind was telling me. I couldn't do it. So if I knew then that all I had to do was put that work behind what I wanted to do, man, I would be selling bundles galore because it at that time it was small. At that time it was small. It was only a few names of hair vendors that you would know of, but to really transform that to what it is now, I would have been just took off. Yeah. So in my mind, I'm like, you figure it out, you know what you want to do, or not even that, just in general, in your mind, do what you're going to say you're going to do, and don't stop there. You know what I mean? And don't let yourself, because I feel like sometimes even me today, I'm like my biggest enemy. Like, I go back, I question things a lot. I really overthink. I overthink like crazy. So really, you know what I mean? That sometimes hurt us, and we just step back. You know what I mean? Step back a little bit. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with thinking, but don't overthink it to the point where it discourages you. Don't never let it to the point where it discourage you. So in my mind, it was like, I could have did that back then. I could have. If I knew what I knew now, I could have did that back then. I could have been selling hair, and maybe, I would have been having hair and accessories. I would have had the whole 9 yards, but because I didn't see nobody around me doing it, I didn't think it was possible. So, you know what I mean? Don't let yourself, don't let nobody else knock you from what you're trying to do. At the end of the day, it don't matter how saturated it is. Stuff that is small, you really see that it can boom into something crazy.
And it takes one night, most cases. And then you're like, well, how did this happen?
Just do it. At the end of the day, you ain't going to do nothing else. Do it for you. At least if it don't work. Like, you know what I mean? I failed. How I can try it again, or maybe I felt so bad that maybe I need to rethink it and try something else. But don't be like, damn, I ain't gonna do it no more because you just bumped the head one time. Like, don't do that.
You found all the ways that didn't work, so now let's find the ways that work.
Bingo.
If you could give advice to other young women or people that want to be in this field, what would it be?
I would say, like I said, right now, I don't even know if I said it. Adorehersole right now, we're not a shoe boutique. We are accessories. So we lacing you with the shadiest shade. We coming with the bold accessories. We making statements, what I wear. Yeah. And my thing is, I would just say, really tap into somebody who's in the field, no matter if it's fashion, no matter if it's hair, just business in general, because at the end of the day, the business structure gonna always be the same. It's gonna always be the same. It just might need some tweaking because it might be not what, she over here doing, but the steps on how she getting it is gonna be similar to the steps that you need to follow. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you always need that pocket, that manual in your back pocket to where, hey, you know what? Let me call Chelsea up because I think I know how I can do this YouTube to help me, boss up my brand. but I'm really not sure. You always need that person in that back pocket so you can reference to. You ain't gotta follow them. It's only for motivational purposes. It's only for knowledge. It's only for you. It's only for that. So you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you always gotta keep those. And I feel like right now that's been a blessing of mine, just to be connected, you know what I mean, with people like you doing this, you know what I mean, people like, you know what I mean, fashion stylists that I talk to, because it keeps me in the right now time frame, in the right now of what's going on in business. It keeps me in that time frame. So it put me into a state where, okay, this is what I need to do. But then knowing me, somebody I can come back to and be like, hey, I got this idea, but I'm not really sure how I need to go about it. What you think? But you already in business. You already doing your thing. It might not be the same, but you're going to give me a business point of view of how to rock it out. And that's all you need. But look, like that, and you just build, you know, that's one connection. Now, ever since then, we've been tuned in. I love, you know what I mean, the mission behind you, the show that you're putting on, you know, showing everybody what people in RVA. Like I said, I ain't never knew who was who. So right now, just give me an opportunity to find out who was who. Because like, at the end of the day, you may need them in your back pocket. Yeah. So I think it's dope. It's hella dope.
Thank you. Well, look, it wasn't too bad. I know all your jitters should be out by now. Like,
girl, you want to take a shot for the team for this one. You got me over here sweating just a little bit. But I'm going
look,
to take a shot
if you ain't sweating, it ain't real enough. It's cool. But yeah, I won't take up too much more of your time. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the gems that you dropped. Like I said, you guys can catch me here Mondays at 4, Wednesdays and Fridays at 6. We have some more amazing interviews planned out. So like I said, thank you, Ty, and I can't wait to see how your business blossoms and continues, and I'm here for it.
I appreciate it, love, and God bless with you and that growing one. Thank you. Thank you for having me, love.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.